So first of all, we will install Node.js. So we will go to the Node.js official website. So if you type over here nodejs.org, so you will get it right. Either you can download the LTS version or current version, like latest version. Okay. So if you directly also do Node.js, node only, and press enter, the Node.js first option will come. You can download it from here. So if either you can click 16, 18. I will install the LTS version. So once installed, it just run over here. Okay, I have already run it. Okay, if you go here and check, let's close it first. Window R CMD. If you do Node, you can see welcome to Node.js. Okay, and version is 14 is already installed for me. Okay, okay. Node 14 is already installed for me. So now we will check how we can install React.js. Okay, so first of all, for suppose you are going to start with any technology, go with the official website of that. So we'll type React.js. So here you can say reactjs.org. You click over here. So you can start with, there is an option called get a start. You can start with that, or else you can take the tutorial also. Okay, so some of the endpoint I have already opened over here. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, we will install this globally. We'll open terminal and we'll install this. Npm install g create react app. Okay, so what we were going to do, first we are going to install create react app globally in your computer. So we'll press enter after that. Okay, okay, so now we can see we already installed create react app. Now we will take next step. So here we can say either we can create with npm or npx. So if you are going to do with npm, you have to init, for just you have to init, initialize it. So npm init, and you can give that react app and in app name. So better we will use that npx create react app and app name. So with the help of npx, we will create our react project. So npx create, is it visual, right?
Yes.
Okay, now it's fine. Create react app. Okay, so you can check the command. I will share this command with you also. So you can see first we have written like npx create react app, and then we are going to give the app name. So either you can give my app, any react tutorial, anything you can give, right? So first of all, I am going to give my app. We'll try this. Okay, yeah. So now you can see it's creating new react app. The path they have given, the location where it's saving it, they have given it. Okay, it will take some time. So meanwhile, we'll go through the official website. Here we'll create on doc and we'll go, or else we can go through the tutorial. So you can see what are the prerequisite we have. Okay, we can check. At least we should know like ES6 and taxation, weball and all thing. But I will teach each and everything like uh, while teaching you the React only. Okay, overview. We can go through like what is React.js. So we'll also teach these all things. Okay. Now if you go to the doc file over here, so here you can see create new React app, and they were doing this. So for the installing the create new React app, we need Node.js version greater than or equal to 14 and npm version 5.6. Okay, and after that you can see here they use npx create react app, and whatever the app name, either my app or some other name you want to take it, right? For learning purpose I did my app. Even here the official site they have used the same. Okay. Okay, so and after that they change the directory and start with that. So let's go. So now we can see, we suggest that you begin with typing cd myapp npm start. So after completing of this suggestion text came. It means our app setup is done. Now we can go and go into that directory called my app, and then we can start. So we'll change the directory. Cd means change the directory. So if you check, if you do dir, right, so you can check. Okay, so we can check these are the folder available in user sanu, right? So we can check like redux hook, these all things, these all folder are already present or directory are already present. So if as of now you are in sanu, right, you want to go in my app, right, somewhere, yeah, my app. Okay, so how you will go, you have to change the directory cd my app. Okay, so now you can say you are in my app. Okay, so now we will open this code in vs. Okay, so for that the command is code and dot. What is the command for open directly over here? Code and dot. Or else if you do that, see, this app will open. Otherwise what you can do, let's you have that vs code open, so you can also open with the folder, open folder, and go and directly use it from here. Right, we'll go through C users, so no, and here we will somewhere we have my app also. Okay, my app. So like that we can do. Okay, what we will use, we have already opened it, so we will use this one only. Okay, so here we come over here. We, okay, so as of now we change the direct, first we have created the react project, then we change to the my app, a directory we change to my app. After that we open this code into vs. Okay, so now we can check, we have all the projects folder came over here. So right here we can check there is some folder structure. There is one node.js, public, src, package.json. There's some 4 5 file and folder came, right? So okay, we'll go through. So before that first what we will do, we will go through the structure, or else first we'll start this project. So if you go to the official site, after cd they ask for npm start. So it means the basic of your project is set up, right, the one boilerplate you got. So now how you will start this project? Okay, so you are in this project like my app, then you have to do npm start, npm start. So let's run this command. See, okay, so now you can check it's running on localhost 3000. Take 1 more minute. Starting the development server, it will start in a few minutes. Yeah, so now we can see it's running, right? So we'll go and check. See, now we can see the logo of React is running and some text came, right? Okay, if we inspect it, we'll get right the app header, these all things are coming. Okay, so we'll go over here. Cool. So here we can see there are few folders. One is node module folder, other is public, another is src, and some packet.json. So as of now we'll discuss about these two only. So if you open src, you will get the main index.js. If you check any index.js, that will be the main of that folder. Okay, so we'll go through the index.js. We'll check they have something installed React, imported React, these all things, right? As of now, we don't know. As of now, we don't know these all things, but we can check. They were somewhere pointing to root, right? We learned about the class and IDs. Okay, so like they have created a React DOM dot create root, and after that they have took the reference of this, right? They selected this document dot get element by ID root. Okay, means this root is somewhere present in our system. Okay, and in that route they were rendering this app, and from where this app came, this app this app they have imported from this folder. Okay, so basically you didn't have to touch this file. This is the main file, but you didn't have to touch this file. Just let it be, and your main file will be app.js. Okay, either you can do it from there also, but consider this is your main file. Okay, so now if you go to the index.js, what they were doing. So now first, before that, first come to the UI. For running any kind of application on browser, we need at least one index.html page. Any kind of browser, at least. Yeah, other way also, but yeah, at least we need index.html. Oh, sorry, any kind of HTML, not only indexed, but any HTML page we need. But here you will check, these all file are .js file. This is CSS file, this is app.js file, this is JS file, all are JS file, .js, right? If we are open, how previously we were doing, .html file, right? Okay, so if you go and check over here, all there are either it's CSS, JS, okay, .svg, but no HTML file. .json are there, but no HTML file. So how it's running on browser? So we'll check, at least we need one HTML page. So we'll come on the public. This was the src, this is the public. Here you can check index.html, right? This is index.html. Okay, so here you can check all the things, like either whatever the things you use, right, previously. So already present over here, and here you can check div id is equal to root. Okay, div id is equal to root. So go to the index.js. So from, like, from here they were accessing this id, and all the things they were putting with the help of JavaScript directly over here. So you can check all the thing will come over here. So as of now they were using this thing, right? Some text they were using, header, logo, these all things. So where it's pointing, if you inspect it and check, right, this is the HTML page. After that, header section, then you will check the body, and then you will check div id is equal to root, and inside all the things, like it's a starting from app.js, right? All the things are coming in root. Okay, so even you didn't have to touch it. Yeah, going forward, if you use bootstrap, then we will place the link over here inside the head. But anyways, we will not touch this code. If you want to change the title and all thing, right, then you can do. This is my app. Okay, so if you change the title, what will happen? This section will change. Here you can say the title, right? This will change. Okay, So now we'll go and check that. Disclose other thing, app.js. Okay. So this is your main page from where you can start writing a React code. So here you can see we have written something, right? So let's remove this first. Cool. Just type hi everyone. This is my first React app. Okay, just save it. Now we'll check. We didn't refresh this page. Okay, previously as we were doing the HTML things, every time we have to refresh this page. Okay, but here if you're changing anything, right, like here I have to give the small thing. Okay, once you save it, so go and check directly refreshing over here. Okay, so no need of refreshing your page. So yeah, sometime it was stuck, that time you can refresh, but every time it's not. Okay, so now we can check there's some similarity. First we have to import something like app.css or some other things. After that we have to follow some of the structure called, these are the functional components, so we have to follow this. As of now I'm not teaching with this. First at least we have to know bare minimum thing to start with React, so we are familiar with this thing, div and span input, this all tag we know, but we didn't know the function. We didn't know why we are using this import or return things. We didn't know why we are exporting the things. Okay, so now we'll come to that one by one. So first of all, you have to keep in mind, previously you were using class. What you were doing, that class only. Div class app. If you give this also, it will work, but it will work as a warning. In React, you have to give class name, and they follow that camel case. Here you can see class, after that n is capital. Okay, class name, inside that n is capital, and then you can give any class name. So now you can see, okay, this class name they have written, right, app. So where they have defined it, where they have given the style property. So you will go and check the app.css. So here they have given app is equal to text align center. Okay, this thing, like what will happen if you use text align center, all the text will come in center. So even we are going to remove this. Cool, or else let's keep this. Okay, and remove other. Cool, we can remove this also. We are not using logo. Yeah, we were using app.css. Okay, so here all the styling will do over here. Cool, so now we'll come to this. Okay, so we can check some syntaxes like function app, and after that this curly bracket, then return. Okay, as of now, check, okay, these are the process, we will follow this blindly, we will follow this. Going forward we will check why we were using this. Okay, so now we can check, these are import thing. Why we use import? When we have to take uh, or include some file inside the other file, right, then we use import, right, we used to import this file. Okay, so now here we can see we have used some text. If you want to convert into the like heading, paragraph, these are things, directly you can use it over here. Cool, either you can use heading, here you can give React tutorial. Cool, if you save it over here, see the React tutorial came, right, with h1. 1 minute. A React tutorial came with h, like if you're doing the h1, the heading will come. Okay, so after that you can convert it into div also. You can do it in div. See, okay, so we were following the same, but the structure, like a structure is little different. Previously also we were doing that h1 div and all thing. Okay, here also we were doing the same, but the differences are we were using inside the JavaScript file. They were there we were using it JSON, sorry, HTML file, like that class name HTML.html file or some other name. But it start with some name, but they start with .html or .js, right? Okay, so here we were using .js file, but previously we were using .html file. So here there we were directly we were writing. What here we are using .js file. So we have written as a some function. This is called function. Will come on this, and every function has some return things, right? Okay, and then we were using this. Okay, cool. Okay. Now the differences are they were there we were using the class. Here we were using class name. Okay. Now we'll check. We convert it into div. We can check this is coming without refreshing the page. Okay, cool. So now we will teach you a very basic and very important thing of Java React.js. Okay, so suppose uh, or else like we were doing in HTML page, like there is one div, then we were using different div also. Okay, this is something we did, but you can check some red line coming over it, some error is coming. Even here something is right. Okay, so you can see adjacent JSX element must be wrapped in as included tag. Do you want a JSX fragment? So basically what it is saying, okay, what it is saying, for running this, actually whatever the things you are seeing over here, this is not a HTML. This is not a HTML. 99 or it's 100% similar as HTML, but this is not HTML. We have to consider it as HTML. We will write all the HTML syntaxes, but for understanding purpose only, this is not a HTML. If it is HTML, then we have to write in .html file. But here we were doing it .js file. Okay, so this is not HTML. This is JSX. Okay, this is the 99% similar as HTML. So we will not even think this is JSX. Directly and blindly we will write all the HTML tag and it will work perfectly. But one problem is as this is a JSX. Okay, so we need to wrap it in one parent concept. We have to wrap like here in return, right? In return you can check we are using one div. If you do one more div, it will fail. Okay, it is fail. What it's saying, again you can check, or else you can hover over here. It say JSX person must have one parent element. What they were telling, must have one parent element. You can check over here, right? Must have one parent element. Okay, what it means use thousand of that, but wrap inside that. Either you can do this. Suppose you are not doing any div or anything, just do this for wrap inside one. Okay, cool. So you can check we we created one wrapper. Inside that you can use multiple thousand. Okay, thousand of div or HTML tag, doesn't matter, but you have to wrap inside one. So now you can see, okay, it's coming, right? Okay, cool. So why it is coming outside, sorry, why it's coming here and other text in center, because we were using this as a outside of app.js, and in app.js we use text line center, that's why. Okay, so that we can relate. So cool. As of now, we learn about what is JSX. Okay. So we don't know what is JSX and why we use JSX. Okay. And how to use JSX. Okay. So why we use JSX in in JSX JS file? We cannot directly use HTML file. If you have to use HTML, you have to do like this. Go to the index.js, document.get element by ID. We have some ID root. Then we can do the inner HTML or that thing, right? These are the vanilla JS, very basic JS, JavaScript, okay? But if you're directly using this, if you want to use directly div, no need of every time select target some ID or classes, then use that. If you want to get rid of this, because that process is very painful, right? Every time you have to select and do it. So if you want to use directly this syntaxes, you have to use JSX. These are the basically JSX, okay, that give privilege, that give liberty to write directly HTML things in JS file, JavaScript file, okay. So we'll not discuss further also on that. So this is basically, this is not a HTML thing, this is a JSX file similar as HTML. 99, okay, 100% similar as HTML. So we will use this, but how we will get to know it's a JSX and how it will break? Suppose, suppose you remove the wrapper, okay, and use inside that return. How many things you are using? One, this one div is starting from here, closing here. Second div is starting from here, closing here. These all are three things. So what is JSX saying to you? Wrap it and give me one. Return should be one div or one element. Inside that you can use multiple, but this whole thing I want in some wrapper, some box, okay. So either you can give div, they give one parent div, just remove this and use here, inspect it. Uh, so now you can see it's a starting from here, closing here, okay. So inside the div, so basically we were returning one only, right? We were returning one, this div. Inside that we were using 1, 2, 3 div. If you remove this, again JSX issue will come, because JSX, if you are using the JSX, we need to return one element here. So this is one div with one element. Inside there we were using multiple elements. So we have to follow this approach. Okay, got it? Anyone has doubt till now? Anyone? Avinash, Divakar,
Yes, Nishant.
do you have any doubt till now?
No, it's a good.
Okay. So I know the process is like a little different. Even
Mm-hmm.
some of the syntaxes we didn't know, but yeah, like we are familiar with these syntaxes, right? We are familiar with
Yes,
the CSS. So
yes.
we have bare minimum things to start with. Okay. So now we will go to this. So okay. So now we can check. Now we can check. We use some of the syntaxes. Okay, and we are using in form of JSX. It directly we were not using HTML. We are using the HTML in form of JSX. Okay. So going forward, we have to keep in mind these are JSX, but will not forward discuss of this. We will still okay write HTML means we will get to know. Okay, basically these are the similar of HTML, not HTML. Okay, so now we'll check the few things. They have imported this, they have exported this. There are some function, there are some return. So what we will do, we'll create one file. Okay, so let's create one file called, you can give any name, but in React.js, if you're going to start with the file, give the file name as a capital. So now you can give any name. Just suggest me any name, please. Anyone? Any name?
New layout,
Sorry, come again.
new layout,
New layout. Okay, new layout dot js. Okay, so we'll start with new layout dot js. So first of all, like suppose you are going to start with some business, right, or something you're going to start. So what are the things first you will do? Suppose you are going to prepare samosa. So what are the things you need? The some of the masalas you need, right? Either turmeric or something, right? And potato and all things you need. So first you will import the things. What are the required thing? You will import this. So import React from React. So what you have imported till now? You imported React from React. And suppose you are importing this React from React. So where is this React? Where this React is present? So now you can go and check in package.json. So there are few dependencies we already present in our package.json, right? So if we have the React.js in package.json, then only we can use. Otherwise we can't use. Okay. So if you are going to install anything, it will come over here. We'll come on this. Going forward, we will clear all the things. But you can check if it is present in package.json. That's why we are using this. Okay, we have in our store somewhere existed in this project. That's why we are using this. Okay, so we imported React from React. After that, we have created the const. Okay, then we can give the whatever the class name. Whatever the file name, we can give the same new layout. Okay, then okay, or else you can do it like this only, function new layout you can do, but we'll follow this approach as of now. Just follow this or else you can do function new layout. Cool, we have this function ready. So basically when we have to create a function in JavaScript, we use this syntax called function, then function name, and this parenthesis and curly bracket. Okay, so inside the function there will be one return. Cool. Okay, here we can give div. One div here given, this is new layout page. Again, if we use this kind of, okay, so again it will break because in every return we need to wrap it as a one, right? So if you want to use it, use inside first div or else create one wrapper. Okay, so you can use it over here, otherwise it will break. If you face this kind of issue, means something JSX is breaking. JSX need one parent concept must have one parent element. Okay, so we have to use inside that or else we have to use the wrapper. How we will use the wrapper? If you do not want to do some extra thing, just do this, open and close outside of this somewhere down. Okay, format. See, now you can check this. So now we have created this React.js, we have created this function. Okay, so now you brought the raw material things from market, you have created the product. Now you have to sell it. Okay, you have to sell it, you have to export it. So then other people will know whatever you are preparing. If you keep in your home, it will not, people will not know even. So first you bring the raw material from outside world, then you have created this, then you were exporting the things. Export default new layout. You have to export same thing. Whatever you have created, you have to export the same thing. Cool. Just export it. Okay. Now your samosa is ready. Now this is exported in market also. But if you have to have it, right, then you have to first take it from somewhere, right? Then you can use. You have to buy it, right? You have to buy it. If someone has created this and exported in market and you are going to consume it, so you have to buy it first. So we'll go in app.js. Now we want to use this new layout page here, somewhere here. So I'm removing few text from here. Cool. Yeah, so now we can see we want to use this new layout page. So first of all, as other thing are imported, right? So say again we will import this also, because this is created by someone else. Let's assume this, like someone else has created this is the different page itself. If we want to use this, first we have to import this. As we have to import this React.js, we have to use this React.js, we have imported this from library, right? Again we have to use this new file. We have imported created this file, we want to use it, right? So we'll import over here, because we know app.js is our main file, right? So if we are creating something, we have to attach somewhere, and we have to attach in app.js, because this is the connected with index.js. So basically this become the main page. Okay, so first we'll import new layout. So if you say it's directly imported, but you can check it's started with dot and slash. So actually this represent the folder or file structure. So you can check new layout, just save it first. New layout and app.js. New layout and app.js both are in same folder called src. They were in same folder. So now you can check if you want to import anything, right? Suppose you want to import app test.js, so you have to import with dot slash, because if you want to use the same folder file, then you have to start with dot and slash. But what will happen if you use other things, right? See, if you use double dot and then slash, so now you can check you are out of the src. You are you came out of that folder itself. If you are using same one dot with slash, then you can check you will get the same content like which is present in src. See, but if you are using double dot then slash, then you coming out of the src. Okay, so you can check the gate is coming, node module is coming, public and src things are coming, right? Yeah, outside of src, whatever the things are there, it's showing over here. Now we want to use even double, and then you will do, so it's coming out of this page itself. Now you can see app data, it's come. See, these all things are coming. So basically we want to use inside that page, right? So our things are present inside the src, so we'll use with dot only. Even app.css was present in same page, same folder, so we did with dot slash app.css. Now we'll do new layout things. Okay, and then we will use over here. So how we are going to use it? So this will become as a as we were doing in self closing tag, right? In html we will do the same like this, because this is the component, right? So we'll do new layout and slash this. Okay, so now we can check. We'll come over here, this is my app. Here this is, I don't know what are the text I have written inside that. Okay, so this is new layout page. So this is coming over, this is new layout page is coming over here. Okay, cool. So now if you understand only 10% of this also, it's more than enough. Okay, so first what we did today. So today we have created, first we install this uh, create react app as a globally first. Okay, we have installed this globally, then we use npx create react app on your app name. In my case here they use my app. In my case we have give my underscore app. Okay, you can check my underscore app. You go here, you can check my underscore app. Then you have to change the directory. Then you have to, once you created this app, it will take some time, a minute or 2 minutes, depend on system also. Sometimes it will take more than 5 if your system is slow also, and depend on internet connectivity, because it will install all the dependencies. Okay, now we can check, as our folder is created, as our project is created, then we have to change the directory. We have to go inside that project. So that's why we will use cd my app. Then you can do, suppose you want to use in VS Code or some other editor, you can do it. But as we are going to use VS Code, so we'll do code dot. Okay, if we do code space dot, so it will open the same folder in some editor called VS Code. Then you can start with npm start. If you do npm start, it will run on localhost 3000. It will directly open in the browser itself, and then you can start writing your code in app.js. So you don't have to even worry about that this next whatever the component we have created. I'll show it for the reference only, but you have to do it here only. Just today your task is create this project, run it, and simply print hello world over here. Hello, this is my first React app or something. You can do it over here. Okay, just go through it. I'll share this command with you guys. Okay, like npx React app, we'll do that. First install globally in your things. So before that, what are things you required? So here you can go and check. We need Node.js version greater than or equal to 14. If you install Node.js here, the version is 16 or 18. Either you can use latest version, current version, or LTS version. Okay. See. So what is the like full form of LTS? You can check here, right? Long-term support, right? So these are the still in development phase. Still they didn't have the like bug and other things. So they have fixed this 16.5 as a LTS version. So okay, we have the support in this version. So better you can do with LTS version. Okay, or else you can go with this latest version also. So first you download this Node.js, run install in your application. Install in your system. Then you can create this React app, open it in editor, and start this. If you start this and opens in some editor, it will open like this. So here some main folders are there, like this is the node module, don't touch this, public, src, these all things will teach you each and everything. So as of now, for starting, at least these are the main page, index.html. Inside that, if you check, they were using root and they were importing app.js. When we were doing to uh, in that route, they were importing or inserting this app.js. So we will not touch this. Even we will explain you, either you can do it here also in app.js, but we will not touch this. We'll go in app.js. So we will consider app.js is our main page. This is our main entry point. Okay, so here don't follow this whole thing as of now. Just follow the JSX. If you're breaking the JSX, wrap it in one div or normal things, and use few things. Either you can create something, right? So let's here you want to add some style. So give some class name and anything. You can give text. Okay. Now we will use this text inside that app.css because we were importing this app.css over here. So we will go and use it. Okay. So again we will follow the same structure. Here we'll go. I think this is our, we'll inspect it and check. So this is class called test. Okay. Now we can add our style like background color, blue, any color. Okay. This color is fine. Give some padding, 20 pixel. Okay. Give some border radius, 20 pixel. Cool. So like that you can do. Any styling you can do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now you can check. We are good with that. Cool. So these are the way we'll use going forward. We'll use the React. Okay. Any doubt till here? Anyone? Okay. I think no one has the doubt. So just go through this. Create this project first. Open in editor. Try to add some line of code. some HTML text or something and do it this first. Then in next class, even now, today I'm not going to share this code itself. You will get the boilerplate, you will get the setup of that. Just remove that. So previously how it was, right? So previously you can check in app.js. Previously it was like this header things, right? So we remove this and we were using that. Okay. So even same thing it will come for you. Remove the uh, given and default HTML and use your own. Okay, cool. Then if you didn't have any doubt, we can wrap up. Okay.